Hi, everybody. It's Joe Cioffi, and figure we'd take a look at what's going on here weather-wise over the next, probably the next 2 weeks or so, because it doesn't really look like too much is going to be happening from the standpoint of precipitation. See that big high that sits up here in eastern Canada is keeping us in a cool northeast flow, and that takes us into Saturday. Saturday morning, this ocean storm is going to be spinning back south-southwestward, but it looks like unless some clouds were to clip some coastal areas briefly out of that, that's about the most excitement we're going to have. But the more important change is that this high to the north is gradually moving southward, and that's going to set us up for a warm Sunday and Monday with temperatures making their way up possibly into the 70s. And then we have a weather front right through here. You can see it here Monday afternoon that comes on through here. Not much with that. Then we're going to cool down Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And then after that, we'll probably start to warm up again. You can see the activity with respect to showers. The GFS model wants to bring some in here at the end of next week, but there really are no big storms anywhere in the east to worry about other than fronts that are going to be coming through from time to time. So when we look at what's going on in the upper air pattern here for the weekend, with the position of this Atlantic coastal low well offshore, it allows dry and eventually warm air to actually come in on a northwest wind. So this is the flow aloft. You can see the flow in Canada is pretty much west to east. So there's no cold, all the cold air is trapped way up, relatively cold air, because we are now in the middle of April. And when we look at Tuesday, what happens is that Atlantic low pulls out, so that allows this trough to gently move its way into the northeast, and it opens up Canada for some chilly air that comes in. And that's pretty much it. There's no real catalysts for an active pattern here at all. If we look at the long range, and I'll just punch it up here for you in a second, on the upper air. Let's go to a wider shot here, and you can see it's pretty much the same story all the way around. Just going to back it up to the beginning. That blocking high out in Greenland kind of weakens and disappears on the GFS, and you get that trough in the east, and bridging builds back in. So it's pretty much locked into the same idea. There's no way for any storm systems to come in. Actually, whatever does come in the west, where it tends to be more active, sort of dies out by the time it moves to the east. So even the amount of severe weather that you would normally see over the eastern half of the United States this time of year is going to be pretty lacking. So that's pretty much the story here for the next several days. Weekend looks really good for anything outdoors, especially Sunday. Saturday might be still a little bit cool, but we should get up into the 60s, and then maybe up close to or even over 70 in some places on Sunday, and definitely for at least a little while